Welcome, Stalkers. This is Blondie speaking. Hope you're all doing fantastic. We're doing pretty damn well here in the Centaur Zone. What a good way to start off this episode. We got a loot box right in front of us. Let's go crack it open. We are sitting in the Antar region. I bet most people probably know what this is. Well, a fair few of you probably do. You probably wish that I would have got here sooner. Oh yeah, that's right. We're heavily overburdened. Groovy. Just to remind myself, oh yeah, we got so much gear. All the loot. But we ain't even finished, man, actually. Yeah, no, okay, we got enough space, that's fine. Hello? Oh, Jesus. Right there. But wait, there's more. Oh yeah, they had... Look at that. Come on now. You wait. Usually it happens when I'm reloading. They got some preternatural sense. I wonder if I could just lob a grenade in there. Yes, but not really good enough to do the job. Is that it? Well. Okay, so we've got a Karod. This is going to be tougher than I thought. Yep, we need to keep that. Oh no. Oh no. Oh yeah, this is going to be a struggle. Struggle session incoming, folks. I don't know if we're going to be able to walk out of here. Okay. I mean, I'm all for the loot. Don't get me wrong. Pills, bottles, pills. Let me in. I'm pretty sure I can get in there. There'll be a switch or something I need to hit. There's a suit. Nope, that's not a suit, that's a scanner. I can see a recorder though. Alright, fella. Oh, there was two of them. Okay. Jeez. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Folks. Where are we on the red scale? We're just under halfway. Oh no. Oh no. Sausage! We have to walk back. There's no way. There is no way in the world. All it's going to take is a little bit of extra loot and we're done. And I don't even think we're going to have enough space to carry this exo. Oh, jeez. Alright. We start the episode off by exploring, and we're going to have to come back. Going to have to take a rain check. We're not far away from the base, at least. Sheesh. Well, I never. Kind of figured something like that would happen. What with all of the loot we're carrying. In any case. What have you all been up to? You still playing Stalker 2? Drop it in the comments and let me know. I hear that patch 1.4 is currently in testing, so it's not far away. Pretty excited to see what that brings, but I wonder how many more patches we've got left to go before we hit the end of the story. Okay, we got a zombie fella here. We got two zombie fellas here. Three zombie? No, two zombies. Yeah, we got this, I think. Where's the other fella? Come on. Lurch in my direction, you little bastard. What have we got here? AR-416. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think the 4 is probably a bit rubbish for us. Ooh, it's close, actually. Okay. Yep, we are now officially massively overburdened. To the newbies watching, when the gun doesn't waggle, you're... Well, we're over halfway on the red. Yeah, look at that. That's what that means. It's roughly the halfway point on the red bar. Oh, fella. It's alright, we'll get there. Got quite the swag to take back with us to Rostock too, sell off all of the red stuff. That'll easily pay for itself, that trip. Even from here, it's going to cost us... Ooh, to Rostock. What'll that be, $1,500? 1,500? Something like that? People, we'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Have we looted this? I don't think we have. Assuming there's anything in there to loot. Probably not. We'll go sell this gear off. I don't think we'll worry about repairs just yet. I mean, we need the repairs, but I'm not going to repair here at this base. It's going to be... I was going to say it's going to be too expensive, and then you look at the cash we've got here. 902,000. We're close to $1 million. By the time we sell all this gear, we'll be a lot closer to $1 million. What do we got over there? Fellas. Well, we haven't explored any of this place yet because we're still running through the tasks here. Once we've finished all the tasks, then we'll come back, don't worry. Random shoe. We still got a bucket. Why is there a bucket here? Anyone? Nope, I figured. Everyone here is... I suppose that's the one benefit. Everyone here is fully kitted out, so whenever they drop stuff, it's usually pretty good loot. Alright. Let's drop off all of the stuff that we don't need to sell, or that we can't sell here. So, red stuff goes in. To all of the noobs, to all of the rookies, the red stuff can be sold somewhere. Most traders won't take it, but there is one in particular that will. And that's what we're banking on here. Alright, so apparently we don't even have a barrel suit yet. Curious. Maybe I sold that off. We'll sell that. I'm gonna stash all of the other gear that we don't need to immediately bring with us. Pop these in. A few of these, a few of these. Lots of red grounds. We'll bump those down a little bit. We don't need quite so many of those. And I think everything else is okay. I'm pretty sure that we're not missing anything for any of the other categories yet. They're all 50. 50s, for anyone watching who hasn't seen the system I've developed here, 50 is just like a soft number that I have for a lot of the consumables, like, you know, meds and stuff like that. There's no way in the world we'd need that much. I could probably bump this down to 25, 20 per thing, and we'd be perfectly fine. We're coming across so much loot, it's ridiculous. But that leaves us with... Let's just resort all of that. That leaves us with a bunch of yellows and some sellable stuff. So, let's go do the sellable thing. Now, the reason we can sell the yellows here is because, for whatever reason, even traders in zones that you're not favored with, for factions that you're not favored with, they'll still give you basically the same price. I don't think there's any variance at all. We tested this quite a few times, particularly around Malachite, and there was no difference. So, we are selling our ill-gotten gains here. They're not really ill-gotten, are they? We earn this fair and square. Shove off. Alright, so I like to keep 8 medkits. So we've got 4 army, we've got 2 scientific, and 2 of the regular. That'll do us. I sell off all of the canned food. This stuff, even though it's good for hunger, it weighs a bit compared to things like bread. It'd be good to see the economy around how long eating a can of food keeps you full compared to bread. Because I usually eat as soon as I see the hunger symbol, and I know that there is a bit of a difference. So whether there is actually more benefit in bringing canned food is what I'm trying to say, because it keeps you fuller for longer. I don't know, that'll be an experiment for some time. But not today, folks. Not today. Just resort that. Let's double check on my ammo levels here. AP rounds, always want to bring AP rounds with us. We're in AP round territory now. Although, having said that, I've noticed that the SVU Mark III, this fella here, he actually does really well with just regular rounds. I remember having to double shot for headshots, double shot headshot, pretty much anyone in an Exo on my first run. So maybe they've rebalanced that. Because they're all going down with one hit now. With reg rounds. Look at that. 18.2k. That's sexy. And we'll chuck in a note, just for good measure. Yeah. Oh, we've got grenades. I always forget about grenades. There we go. 18.7. Nice. That brings us up to 921k. And we haven't repaired yet, but we've also got a whole bunch of red stuff to sell. Now, GSC, if you're watching. Where is it? That's still an issue. Let's see if I can do it again. Still a problem. Alright, let's bump that out. We'll put that in, get rid of that, and replace that. These are my, for the new players, these are my Thunderberries. Look at my Thunderberries. Look at the size of those orbs, baby. These things make me go fast. They don't actually make me go fast. They increase my stamina regen. That includes while I'm sprinting and while I'm at rest. So basically, they let me sprint for longer. Damn good. 2 is the limit. You can't really have more than 2, otherwise there's no benefit to adding more than 2. There's 0 benefit, as in you lose. It only implements the effect of up to 2 Thunderberries, and I believe this is universal across a lot of artifacts. You can only have 2 of the same artifact equipped, and anything beyond that is just wasted. It doesn't recognize the buff. Either that, or maybe there's a hard limit on how much you can buff, and we hit that with 2 Thunderberries. I don't know. You'll probably know. One of you in the comments will tell me.
Is that?
Much obliged. We're going to head back to Rosto and repair, so that's only $1,000.
Можем.
Blondie, I hear you say. You could have just got the damn suit and then come back here. Folks, if I was worried about money, we wouldn't have 920k. Bloody hell. First up, let's... Wow, that was 10k. I mean, to be fair, it did a lot of work. 6 for the suit. Yeah. Yeah. Very cool. Okay. Let's try and grab as many of these red weapons as we can. Okay, some of this is going to be AP. That's going to be AP. Yep, okay. Just looking for... Okay, duplicate stacks. We do have one, so I'm going to take that. So what I do... The system I'm currently going for is I'd like a full stack of 900 at least, and another stack on its way, and anything beyond that I grab. So we've got 2 stacks of 900 here, another stack on its way. I just take one of those and sell it, because we've been hoarding these for quite a while. There's quite a few of them. Oh wow, is this AP? No, that's reg. That's reg. Holy crap, alright, we've got another one. Let's take those. Look at that, look how much that weighs. 21.6 kilos. Oh, sweet child. Everything else is good. I did not grab any of the red weapons. Mind you, you know what? We're gonna have to bump all of this back in again. Not with it this morning, folks. Not the best for sleeping. I've been not sleeping well these last couple of days. We got high winds blowing in. It's blowing in all sorts of dust and shit. You can hear it in my voice. And my nose. Which is nothing new for anyone who's watched the channel. Let's face it. 5 kilos. I think that's about as much as we can carry. Yeah. It's alright though. Sell off all of this gear here. This will be a lovely little haul. Now, we have some of these. Look at that, 36. But this, oh baby, look at that. It's like 16 something. I think that was it, wasn't it? Ja. Where is my... There it is, okay. Yeah. And for the new players, this is the guy you want to come and see. So we're currently in Rostock. On the map, this is Rostock region, in Rostock proper. The base. When you come into this little alley here, you've got this little shed here and this large shed here. This is where the bulk of the traders are. You've got the technician just off to the side. But this shed here is where Ragman sits. And Ragman will happily buy all of your red weapons. And believe me, red weapons are worth collecting. My general rule of thumb when I pick up weapons is to only, at the moment, it's a kind of a shifting goalpost depending on where you are in the story. The general idea is to only pick up weapons which are at least 7,500. Now obviously they don't equate to that figure when you come back, you only get a percentage of that. But the idea is to get it up to about $1,000. So they've got to be worth at least $1,000 for me to pick up. Now obviously some of these are a bit lower. If I actually... Let's get out of Ragman. Just for the new players. I'll show you. So this one is a little bit less, but I think that was a convenience thing. We just picked this one up. This one is a bit less as well. This one is slightly less too. So the first one that we have, which should be over okay, is the Lavina. So let's have a look. We know that these three aren't. They were less. So if we go back... So that was less. 888, that's less. 934, close, but still less. Now we go to Lavina and we can see it's well over. So 1k for that. It just gets better from here because these are sorted by value. Well, condition, which equates to value. Same deal. These are nice and expensive. Then we got the Grom. Korod. Another Grom. And a Lavina. So all up, we've got 18.8k just from this little haul here. We're not even finished. Not even finished. We've still got more red weapons to go. Oof. Come on. Good fella. I do wish there were more ways to sort this. I kind of feel like we need some sort buttons, maybe over each of the windows here. We got the context menu. Yeah, I'm just looking down the bottom of the keys here, and E for equipment. What does E for equipment do? Oh, I see. Okay. Yep. I know they're working on a fix for this window as well, so that it's full. I don't know why they kept it at half. That's really baffling. Like a half window here. It's missing this whole section here. You can only see a tiny chunk. It's kind of silly. Anyway. Let's get some more red weapons here. Now, consider too that the ones we grabbed were all low value. These are going to be higher value. And I think that was about it. We were just a few guns short. Yep, everything else is high value. Let's chuck in the PDA. I think we ended up stashing that. See if we've got any other PDAs on notes or anything. Come on. Zoom up, zoom up. There we go. Right, that's probably about it for now. Let's take all this stuff back. Yep. Tiny, but it'll do. One less thing in the stash. Don't want to break the stash. I know that that's possible. Some people have already managed to do that. Didn't manage to do it in my first playthrough, and I collected everything. 6 grand, basically, for that. That's 4 weapons. Easy done. Alright, let's swap out the weird water, because this, a lot of people don't like that effect, and I have to admit it does make aiming a bit harder. It's funny, they've nerfed this thing at least twice, and yet they've still maintained the severity of the drunkenness effect, which really annoys me. Okay, I think we're basically done here. Let's head back. Get ourselves a suit to grab and upgrade. Please take us back to Yaniv. I know this is a little long-winded for folk doing things this way. I did get a lot of encouragement for continuing the trend of introducing new players to some of the mechanics and some of the decision making I do. So I do try and cater to that whenever I can. That is, for any of the new players, these glass anomalies, you can walk through these. I actually forgot what my walk key is. I rarely walk at all, but you can crouch walk through them as well without taking damage. Another benefit too is if you're inside one of these things, you will not be attacked. Mutants won't follow you in. You can even entice them close by and slice themselves up. And bullets won't go through these either. So you should be fairly safe. Was it the bullets didn't go through? Or was it... No, even the time-lapse anomalies, bullets do go through. They're slowed significantly. And you will take damage from them. Alright. I'm looking forward to this. I haven't saved in ages. Let's see what we were missing here. I know we got a vodka. Saw you sitting there. Do we have anything else here? Anything under the beds? Look at this, man. We've got an old school gas mask and a filter. A toolbox next to it. I don't know, something about this whole setting is really creepy. Probably the music kicking in too. I think I was a little bit harsh on the music itself. I think the music here is fine. It's just probably very understated compared to the original Stalker, where it was very prominent. Give me that. Still not quite the same punch as Muse's tracks, but still pretty damn good. Okay, we got an anti-rat in there. Why are you making noises? Shush. Freak me out like that. Special report. Okay, nothing over here. This door looks like it should open. Open, damn it! I'll grab a bandage. We are here. It's telling me there should be a ways in. Let me in, piggy. I'm missing something. What am I missing here? Ah, really? It's right there. Okay. I think the Diamond Exo is actually on the roof here. Let's have a look. Alright. Where are you, my pretty? Come to Blondie. Oh, baby. Hello. Celebration sneeze. Hello, my lovely. Instantly overburdened. How How much do you weigh? I will carry you. 9.5. 5 slots fully unlocked. Oh yeah. Many people consider this the best EXO in the game, and it has pretty fantastic stats. I swear there is one other EXO which seems to just pip it out. But it's very late game, and by that point, the difference is minimal, and you've already spent a lot of money, and you're kind of just pushing through the campaign, and probably not worth it. But this baby, once we get it upgraded... Oh my. Oh my. I mean, its baseline thermal, electrical, and chemical protection really isn't that bad. Really? I would still want to take the SSP Circus suit out for artifact hunting. I mean, it's fairly respectable in that regard, but yeah. Look at the radiation protection. That's, you know, baseline 4 bars. Although it is upgraded a bit, so we'll have a look at that later. Let's finish this off. We've got a mission to complete. Just going to spur another wave of our good friends at Ward. Now, what were we looking for here? I think it was, yeah, it was a scanner, wasn't it? That's right. Let's have a look here. Private conversation about Dalin. Indeed. Ozerski. Dalin, can you believe it? Dalin. He's never set foot in the zone. He's only seen fieldwork from his cushy penthouse. Well, that might work in our favor, right? Sounds like he won't be sticking his nose where it doesn't belong. With his connections, we might get some serious funding. I came to the zone to push the boundaries of science, not push pencils. And they want me to take orders from some kid? No way in hell. I'm out. Ozerski, a little bit incensed there. Kind of understand. Hello? Let's have a look at this note. Members of Spark. And here we go. Spark Scientific Research and Investigation Group. Topol, Spirit, Snake, and Mace. These were the original Spark members. Spark is no more. Those who claim to be them now are just fakes. The original founders of Spark were killed by the Ward. If it wasn't for Marshall, I wouldn't be here either. Indeed. Spark is a bastardized cause. A shell faction. Hello, I'm pressing P. Oh god, okay. Now I see where it's going. It's trying to untrack my task. Son of a bitch. Found among Spirit's personal belongings. Group 1. Blah blah. Crossed without problems. I took them through. Okay, so this is crossing the boundary. This is Spirit's notes about who's managed to get north by the look of things. Took them through, and then they refused to pay, only up front from now on. Group 3. Sanya Marine, sent him my way, everything's fine. Lout couldn't keep up and ended up a crispy little critter in the anomaly. Why'd he even tag along if he was in such shitty shape? Flying Richie. Richie got cold feet about crossing the boundary. Still got paid for both. Okay, so we have here...
Розібрався я з твоїм сканером, можеш вимикати свої аномальні поля. Не всі, звісно, інакше б я б уже був багатший за Миклуху. Але для твого тунелю під розвантажувальним терміналом підійде. Значить так, інструкція проста. Ставиш сканер поряд зі стабільною аномалією, тицяєш на кнопку і шуруєш. Тільки не гальмуй, аномалії не на 300 років вимикаються. Ну і кілька болтів кинь, перш ніж сунути туди свого носа. Просто так, про всяк.
Well, that definitely sounds like it will come in handy. Very cool. That's what we came here for, folks. Now we're going to be tasked with... yeah, a couple of optionals. I can give the scanner to Nor in exchange for a Pripyat permit, or I can go through the tunnel with the help of the scanner. Now, here's the thing. As we go north and explore, we're kind of gonna need to go back to Rostock and drop off a lot of our loot. certainly as we're exploring this next region up here, which I don't think I can even, yeah, because I haven't been up there yet. So, I mean, it'd be cool to go through the tunnel, and we'll definitely go and have a look, but it's more expedient to give it to Nor, in my opinion, so that we can open up an easy route back. I'm not actually sure if that would be okay, like whether they would let us back through if we came through the tunnel. They just assume we have a pass and let us through. I'm not sure if that's the case. But in my first playthrough I gave it to Nor, and it just seems like a lot less hassle. I mean, you'd only really go through the tunnel if you're never gonna look back, basically, and we kind of are, so. Anywho, let's drag all of this loot back. We got so much to do. This is gonna be good. No. Oh, no, no. Who is this? Who are you, friend? Are you friend? Beautiful. Wow. Whoa. A lot of dudes here. What the hell? Damn. I think before we turn this in, let's go and have a look at our diamond exo, see what we can upgrade while we're here. Heal up. Yeah, she did ask about an artifact. Which one was it?
Хочу.
Давай швидше.
Yeah, I'm still looking. May end up just giving her whatever we have, because I think we only have one of it in the stash, but that's fine. Hello?
Тільки
Okay. Diamond Exo. So, looks like this already had some upgrades installed. They need to fix this. This is not centered properly. We've already got 5 slots, so this is all gravy right here. This is all lead line container stuff. Nullifying all of the radiation. Oops. Alright, so nothing upgraded there. Nothing upgraded there. What was upgraded? Here. Okay, weight reduction and wear resistance. Is that it? I think it was. So just one thing. Very cool. Okay. We can upgrade all of this stuff. 4 slots. 4 slots are now fully shielded from radiation. That is brilliant. Now we have a choice. Radiation 15 or side protection. Believe it or not, I actually think side protection's probably better. Side protection 10. Yeah, it's barely going up. We can do both, actually. How interesting. Carry capacity by 10%. Goddamn right. And sprint, which is mandatory. Alright, so we've got chem protection. We've got thermal or electrical. Let's see. I think thermal is probably the better way to go. There we go. So not too bad. Not too bad. Alright, now we've got decisions to make. Physical protection, 10% wear resistance down. I like that. Stam regen, weight reduction, and more physical protection and wear resistance. I kind of feel like the money we're making is enough to offset any of the repair costs. So as much as I like that, yeah, I can still do that, I suppose. Alright, so it really only locks that out. Oh, that's a tough one. Let's undo that one. I'll do this one, and I think, because of the stamina regen, physical protection I can bump up with artifacts and stuff. I'm not too worried about that. Wear resistance 20. Yeah. I think in the grand scheme of things, that's more important. Stam regen. Weight reduction will help with looting and that sort of stuff. Yeah. I think that'll do. I know a lot of people would probably go the other direction, but that's me. Alright, that's now fully upgraded.
Подивимось.
So, how much does that set us back? So, oof, we're back down to 572,000. Sucker. You sucker, Blondie. Alright. 5 slots, 4 of them shielded. Look at this. Look at this craziness. So we can immediately pop in all of those. We can pop physical protection in. And that can go there. Not only does this nullify all of the radiation. Do you know what? I think we only really need to put something like this in when we really need anti-radiation properties. So I'm going to put that towards the weight. I reckon. Just like that. Very cool. Alright. Yeah. Sprint. Alright, so we're going to put this back in. I'm going to put this back in. Because I want to tally that. We have ammo. There's a few sellables. We'll go and sell those.
Да.
Do kind of need to ingratiate ourselves a little bit with these guys. I don't think it'll take too much work. A few tasks. You know what? Maybe we should turn this in so that we can get rid of the red status. We should turn in the, oh, I can't even remember what she was after. Okay, some vodka. We got a crap load of medkits. Some bandages. Okay. 736. Yeah, it's not much, but, you know, every little bit counts. Right.
Yep.
Plus there was a little bit of extra ammo that we were carrying here. Where are you? Get rid of that. So, what did you want, milady? I think, for the sake of stuff, we just give her a devil's mushroom. What is the devil's mushroom? What looks like a devil's mushroom? That's a torch. That's a horn. Man, I don't see anything here which looks like a devil's mushroom. That's an eye. Rosen. Come on, I know we've got one here somewhere. Where is the devil's mushroom? Do I have more than one? There it is. Okay.
Ти
Ходь.
давай.
Here's your artifact.
Тримай свій артефакт.
Невже знайшов?
There it is. These guys are still red. There's only 3 here which are red. Bed. Gary the Guide. Okay. I think our reputation is slowly improving. But we're going to have to wait for another task. Anyway, we're not waiting. We're not actually waiting for another task. We're just going to turn in this particular task we got here. Alright, so like I said, I'm going to give... Shut up. I'm going to give this scanner to Nor. Just because it makes it so much easier for us to move around. We will go check out that tunnel because it's actually really cool. Right there. Pretty sure there's no way you could make it through here without the scanner. Even if you were sneaky breaky. Then again, I suppose if you were loaded up on artifacts and... Yeah, if you had... I think it was this one here with the arch anomaly. I think if you had the artifact from this, you might be able to make it through. Maybe. Or it could just insta-kill you. I don't know, maybe it's scripted that way.
Ось ти і на Янові.
Я дістав прилад, завдяки якому дух проводив через рубіж.
Який ще нахрін прилад?
Дух переробив сканери з Ндічазу, і з його допомогою міг вимикати деякі аномалії.
Та ви, блядь, знущаєтесь. Мало того, що по стіні готові лізти до Прип'яті, так ще й через аномалії херачили. Давай його сюди. Треба знищити, поки ще провідників не знайшлося. А ти, сталкере, рубіж хотів перейти. Тепер шлях відкритий. Попереджу, щоб пропустили.
I feel like the only reason you'd skip this place is if they were hostile. Yeah, right.
Розкажи про Дегтярьова. Який він?
Бачив колись химеру? Матьор, яка ще випалювач мізків застала. Оце от і є Дегтярьов. Якби я був вільним, я б його, як і химеру, стороною обходив. Але ти ж у нас уже не просто вільний, так?
Basically.
Будь обережним.
I don't think we need to know anything else from him. We are basically fulfilled here. And it's going to be pushing us, yep, further north, up to the boundary. That's cool. So we'll have to go through this region here. Bit of a no man's land. That's fine. We can do that. But we now have Yaniv region to explore. And we got a bunch of stashes all over the place here, so it's going to be worth our while to do it. I think there's only one journalist stash left too, and that's going to be north in Pripyat. It's going to be this one. No, this one here. Where is it? It's around here somewhere. Maybe there is one left here that I haven't got yet. Messy stash, messy stash. The journalist stash. There it is, right there. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Alright, folks, that's all of the mission stuff done for this area. Viper. I could actually just take that Viper in and sell it off. Cracker. Viper. I saw a yellow. All of this stuff is money. Where was that bucket? Kind of surprised a lot of this stuff is still lying around. I thought it would have despawned after that battle. Here we go. Okay, they're all rubbish. Oh, one of those is not unloaded. There are probably more weapons. I'm not going to bother looking for them all. Oh god.
От, як?
Little extra cash. Why not? Since we're right here, we've got a trader right here. Let's mark this place up and start exploring. So I think it's going to be most thrilling to start down this end. Definitely go and check this out because this is just such a cool anomaly. It really is. Go down here, check everything out. We'll try and grab that stash if we can. We should be able to grab all of the stuff here. This is going to take a little while to loot because of the anomaly that's cruising around here. Now, is there anything back this way? Oh, there's the map bug. I'm trying to drag. I can't. Don't know why it does that. I'm going to quick save, just in case. Alright, we're out of here. We are out of here. Hang on, quick look in here though. Yep. Nothing. If there was something in there, we grabbed it for sure. Very easy to orient yourself in Yaniv in particular. It's kind of hard to miss this on the horizon. The only thing we really have to worry about are emissions. But we will have a place to hunker down. There is a building there, which we can avail ourselves. What is that? Okay, that's to our left. So hard to see these things in the dark, which is good. I keep forgetting how naturally dark this is. I've actually bumped it up a little bit so that it's not quite so dark. Purely for recording. So that you guys can see what's going on too. Listen to it. Listen to it. Oh man. Look at this. That is terrifying. I mean, do you really want to get anywhere near this thing? Legitimately terrifying. What do we got here? Nothing. Alright, so... at least we won't have to worry about booby traps here. I don't think. Famous last words. I'm gonna walk right through one, aren't I? Now, as long as you're under cover, this thing won't hurt you. Makes sense, right? As you can see, it does get fairly close. It will come all the way back here. We got a Wilhelm scream. We see a body fly out? No. If you sit here and watch the patterns, there is a pattern to this thing. And I do apologize if this is loud in your ears. That's just basically the way this area is. That's part of what makes it so terrifying. Here it comes, it's sweeping back this way. But if you have a look at this truck here for reference, this van, you can see it never really quite gets this far. And it's sweeping back in the opposite direction. There's another entrance up here. You can get into the complex through here. And you can actually get inside here. This is a safe area. Now this is telling you do things. I wonder if I can have a look at that. I'm gonna quick save. Let's see if I can translate that. A Google translate there. Whoa, there goes the box. Okay, camera. Let's have a look. Oh, this is gonna say good hunting, Stalker, or something. It's only resolved the second word, but that's gotta be good hunting, Stalker. Terrifying. Let's grab all of the energy drinks. There is an obvious implication here. I don't know what that could mean. Heart attack, maybe? Okay, we've got nothing in there. I apologize in advance for this section. It's very loud. It's loud in my ears. It's actually louder than I'm talking. So, I'm trying hard not to yell at you guys. Alright, is that about it in here? I think it is. This is a shelter if an emission hits. You can run back here. We'll be safe over here. Okay, when it clears back this way. So you can see it actually clips right through this warehouse, but if you're inside, you're fine. I'm gonna check all of the buildings outside before we do anything else. I don't think any mutants or anything spawn around here. I don't even think any stalkers come through here. Oh, thank God. Oh, Jesus. I can actually hear myself think. Alright, no way in here. No. Nothing in there. Yet. Oi. Gonna have a bit of a poke around. See what we can find in here. There'll be a lot of containers and stuff like this. And we're now around on the far side here. We're fine. We're fine. Can't get in there. Oh, can get in here though. Okay, no booby traps here. No. Grab all of that delicious loot. I think that's all. Oh no, we got a backpack here too. Very cool. We're heading towards the stash here. It's whisper quiet. Look at that. Oh my god. Okay, not much in there. Well, of course, it's going to be... Oh, it's on ground level, actually. This stash. We'll head in and have a look. Oh, it's in one of these containers. It's above me. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. That's what I figured. What do we got down here? Anything else? Alright, let's pop in here. I'll just show you the tunnel real quick. This is the tunnel here, if you want to get through. That's ordinarily right there. That's where you'd put the scanner, and it would deactivate this entire tunnel. It's pretty cool. But that option is no longer available to us. You might be able to hide down here as well if an emission kicks out, but I'm not really going to try that. As I said, we'll be fine back here. Provided we don't get blitzed by radiation. It's a shame you can't unlock these gates or anything. Now, what do we have here? Here is a room that seems to be... Can we actually get in here? I'm not seeing anything... Just looking for loot or anything, and I'm not seeing anything in there, so maybe this is just cosmetic. Maybe we can only get in this side. Yeah, it's looking like... Vodka... A bit chaotic in here. Got some meds. Got a stash. Yeah, a little bit extra, why not? And nothing here in the books. Okay. Gonna have a quick look in there. Nope. Alright, so we're gonna save. Wait for this thing to pass through. We're not gonna make an earnest grab for the artifact that's in here yet. Just want to try and grab this stash. I just need to refresh my memory about how to get up again. Oh, actually actually. We've got stuff in here. Do we? No. Here we go. Oh god. Nice. Flash drive for the Zuber. Not really going to do us any good, but that's alright. We got another flash drive. I finally got that achievement for 20 stealth kills as well. 20 knife kills. Took a while. I swear I've done more than that, but no, maybe not. Alright, we need to get in place for another run. There's a lot of loose loot coming up. Where are we? Yeah, we're fine. Alright, where is it? There's a way up over here. I don't think that actually leads anywhere though. Yeah. And I don't know that there's anything up here. That's kind of close. Well, that's right on the edge. Alright, so I think what we need to do is head up here. You need to get up along these crates, run across, and then up to a certain point over there. That's ultimately where we need to go. That little corridor thing there. So we need to wait here for this to pass back through. We could... Oh, I suppose we could potentially run up there. Just not sure if we'd be able to hop. Yeah, from here there's nowhere to go. Okay. Anything down here? I missed this. Nope. Where is it? Where is it? Was it this way or was it some other way? I thought I remembered trying to get up this way, but I don't see a way up there. There's no catwalk or anything. Alright, let's pop up here and have a look. Nope, I can't get up there. Oh, where is it? Okay, I think we may have to... We'll be safe under here. Or at least we were. You can see the edge coming in. We're now officially inside. I think if we walked out, it would probably suck us out. That was the edge back there. But we need to head up there. So I'm going to get in a position. And a quick save. Wait for it to come back through. I believe... Yeah, so we can get up here. I don't know how much of that we're going to be able to... Oh boy. I gotta get the timing right again. It's been a while. Let's get back in position here. I can't remember if I'm doing this backwards. Maybe I need to wait for it to come back through this way. I don't think so, but yeah, that's the outer edge. So we should be able to... It's pretty tight, you need to be fairly quick. This way. Alright, we need to head over this way, and this is where we need to be, right? So, I'm gonna quick save here. We need to be basically all the way out the top here, ready. I'm gonna quick save up here, this will give us just enough time to get out. I've always found this area to be a little bit buggy. Like, I'm pretty sure once you're here, you're not really supposed to get sucked out or anything, but it has happened that way a couple of times, so I'm not really sure why. However, there have been other times when I'm here and it's been fine. So, go figure. But we are waiting for something very specific. This makes me nervous. Okay, yeah, that just straight up killed me. Like I said, I'm not really sure what the rhyme or reason is to this. I've been fine sometimes and not others. We'll see if we can weather that here. If I stay down a little further, I might be okay. Let's see how this goes. Come on, baby. Here it comes. Nope, straight up killed me again. I wonder if the first time I did this, whether it was a bug then. That's kind of confusing. Maybe I need to be standing right at the very tippy top. I don't know, there's supposed to be a sweet spot. I have a feeling this is going to kill me too, but let's see how we go. I have a feeling this is going to kill me. You watch. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, I feel like they've changed the behavior of this thing, and I don't really understand what it's supposed to be doing now. There's nowhere there that you can really... I kinda need some sort of cover, but maybe this is it here. Who the F knows? give this a shot. There we go. There we go. Now wait for the bolt. There'll be a bolt here somewhere. There it is. And I missed that. Well, this is a lesson in frustration. Alright, where was it? Right here. I'm gonna sit right here. Hopefully not get whacked. So this beam here looks like a fairly good candidate. Or maybe I just got lucky. Come on now. Here it comes. Alright, we're in. Now we need to wait for the bolts. Wherever it is. Where was the bolt? That's what kind of annoys me about this anomaly. It's a little bit flaky. I'm not really certain. I mean, we got the bolt the first time. Didn't see the bolt the second time. Like, there should be some rhyme or reason to this, and at the moment, this was the same in the first playthrough too. It was a bit nonsensical. Some things worked, some things didn't. Sometimes the bolt appeared, sometimes it wasn't there. I don't really understand. Am I supposed to pray to the monolith gods or something? I don't... Don't overthink it, Blondie. It's Stalker. And yeah, now randomly I'm just dead. Let's try again, shall we? Again, there's probably some little magic zone I'm supposed to be in here. Some sliver of cover, which I've discovered. Not even sure if you're supposed to be doing it this way. Let's run a quick save right about here, because it's taken way too long for that. Although maybe you're not even supposed to be inside. I mean this in the most exasperated way possible, but go fuck yourself, game. So now my magic zone is just suddenly not magic anymore. This is horseshit. I mean, am I just supposed to wait here for the bolt to appear? Is that actually what's supposed to happen? Because it certainly doesn't seem that way. Not to me. Sit slightly back from the middle beam, we'll see what happens. Nope, you're just gonna die. Folks, I think I'm just gonna keep replaying this section until I manage to get success. There's no point in dragging you guys along for the ride. This is just a lesson in frustration. So let's just wait and see what happens. I'll cut the footage forward. Alright guys, I think I've spent a solid 20 minutes trying to nut this out, and the conclusion is I think GSC have broken this anomaly. I actually had a look at some footage of someone else doing this, and it jogged a memory. So the first time I did this, let's have a look on the map here. So basically you're supposed to go up this scaff, which is where we were, and you pluck the bolt from out of the air in the center of the tornado, right? Now I remember going up through here the wave of the tornado as it came through would knock you over and it would take out most of your health, but it wouldn't outright kill you. But that's what this anomaly is doing right now. It's outright killing us. So I reckon they've scrubbed the balance somewhere. They've actually made this cause way too much damage. It now kills you outright. You're supposed to be able to get up there, heal yourself. On top of that, when you get out into the center of the tornado, which I've managed to do quite a few times already, the bolt isn't spawning. The bolt is supposed to spawn when you reach this ledge. It didn't spawn at all. In virtually every case where I was able to get back out there, there's only that one time that we saw it. And that's the only time I've seen it spawn. The rest of the time, every time I've made it into the center here, in this run, nah, bolt does not spawn. So this anomaly is broken, and I'm not going to waste any more time on it. We're leaving. Which is a real shame, because that artifact is really helpful. I'm actually really pissed off about that. That annoys the shit out of me. Genuinely sad to have to walk away from this, because I really did want to get that artifact, but it's impossible. The bolt will not spawn for me anymore. I've tried reloading, I've even tried closing, I've tried quitting back to the main menu and reloading again. Nothing. Nothing. The bolt will not spawn for me when I make it out into the center. And again, like I said, you're not supposed to die outright when the tornado hits you, when you're inside the structure at the top there. It's supposed to knock you down and take out most of your health. And have a look. We're at an exoskeleton. We've even got physical protection boost. But it's still killing us outright. They've completely scrubbed the balance on that anomaly. What a disappointment. I really hope that gets addressed. That is very frustrating. Alright, we're gonna have to move on and find something else. Maybe I'll come back here and try it again later, but holy shit, what an exercise in frustration that was. And that's really frustrating because you kind of need that bolt for this area here. Super, super pissed off. Not happy at all. Very disheartening to see that when they change a bit of the balance for some areas, it breaks other stuff. And surely this stuff is tested, or at least taken into account. I cannot even put into words how frustrated I am. Alright, where are you, you little shit? Come. What do we get from that? Something we've already got before, but let's have a look. A fly trap. Okay, what is that? When did I pick you up? Must have been something I forgot to sell. Alright, let's head back this way. That's going to annoy me for the rest of this episode. Really, really frustrated. Let's make sure we don't have any flashbang anomalies here. Okay, I can see the hulk of a husk of a car over here. Van. Alright, we should be able to dart through here. Looks like we got some water around here. Oh, get out of here. Away with you. Oh, God. A cracker. And not much else, so we had a stash, a cracker, and that's alright, bit of loot. Certainly more satisfying than what we just went through. That is so disappointing. I don't think there's anything along here, and I'm not seeing any prominent landmarks, but there may be something there. Looks like there might be something over there. Is that a truck? Okay, perhaps I'm wrong. Maybe we will go over this way and have a quick look. Where are you? Actually, I should be able to see from here, shouldn't I? This is 85 meters. I am not seeing anything over there. Yeah, I'm not seeing any prominent landmarks, so maybe not. Maybe there's not much over there. Nope. Nope. Okay. Moving on. Let's head back to this train. This is one of the more prominent things in the area. Man, it was frustrating enough getting to the top of that scaffold, but when I finally made it up there, finally, that fucking bolt would not spawn. So frustrating. And the sweet spot for where you were safe too just seemed to change constantly. I don't understand. Like, I don't mind if it knocks you down and takes out a massive chunk of your health, but it shouldn't kill you outright. That's just ridiculous. And it definitely didn't on my first playthrough. It would knock you down, unless you were standing right on the edge when it would just grab you and fling you out, which, you know, makes sense, I guess. Yeah, I don't know, man. But that is objectively broken. The fact that you can't measure it in any way, the fact that the bolt isn't spawning, yeah, broken. After that first time, I have a weird theory about, the scripting around that bolt spawning. Potentially, it expects you to grab the bolt maybe on the first go, and if you don't, for some reason, maybe it persists across the save. I don't know. I don't know, man. But it is broken. We will try again. We'll go back and try again at some point, but bugger me. I've had a gut full of that today. No thanks. Can I even get in there? I don't know if I can. Oh, there's a door here. There we go. Okay, so I should be able to drop down there, maybe. But then, how would I get out? Is that even possible? Quick save! Let's have a look. Okay, yeah, there is a stash in here. There's got to be a booby trap here, right? There's the stash. Okay, no booby traps. Interesting. Bandage, medkit, and a flash drive for the Dnipro. That is the rifle barreling. I think that's actually what we needed to convert it to 7.62. I reckon. Okay, this is how we get back out again. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's have a quick look along here. I think we can actually... I think we can get over there. Not that there's much over there. We've got no artifacts or anything. Let's drop off. Yep, that one's closed, so we can get in this one. Let's see if we've got anything here. Maybe a... I'm gonna say a PDA or something, but bandages? Sure. Medkit? Sure. Is that it? Well, looks like if there was a backpack in there, I missed it. Okay, let's try around the other side. This carriage looks open, but I don't know if we can actually get in here. Ooh, maybe. Yep, yeah, we can. I don't think I see any booby traps looking up there. Shotgun shells, yes please. Can't believe I... Oh, there we go, grenade, ammo. Can't believe I wasted so much time on that anomaly. What a pain. Alright, that seems to be it here. What have we got around here? Anything? Just quickly duck around the other side, but I don't think we've got anything. Alright, that's above us. It is possible that there's a stash up there. kind of have to run along the rooftops and get to here. Not sure if that's the case. Drop into the comments and let me know. I'm not actually going to check that. Alright, that's our conjoined wagons. Let's have a look at some of the trains up here. This little compound here. Yeah, what do we got down here? Not much, I don't think. Get rid of these. Okay. Sheesh, that's going to be sour grapes. Kind of funny we haven't seen any mercs or army or anyone really. I remember last time I came through this area here, there was a ton of spawns, now we got nothing. Is this further evidence that something is broken? That is the question. Maybe. Have a quick look at this. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Alright, so where's this other location? Over here. I think this area gets pretty irradiated. I'm not sure how close we can get, but have a look. Ow. Seriously? What was that? Was there just... Oh, there it is there, this razor wire. Just lying on the ground. You son of a bitch. Okay, there's something over here, maybe. Possibly over here as well. That's gonna be a storm. That's an emission. Alright, let's get some cover. It's alright, we're not far away. Bop. And bop. Alright, we're in shelter. Show us the message, please. There we go. Let's have a look and see what we've got in our inventory here. Sort. Wait until the emission ends. I am in cover, right? It's a quick save. Don't freak me out. At least we've got a front row seat right here. Alright, we've got all sorts of goodies here we can sell off. With the fly trap, that'll sell pretty well. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Did I check the back of that truck? Not really game enough to go anywhere else. Now that we've found a safe spot here. It is very loud here. I apologize. Thank God for that. I just want to leave this place. So loud. Let's get far, far away from here so that we can actually hear ourselves. Hello, what have we got here? Interesting. Sure. I don't know that I can get... Okay, we can bust that at least. What are you? Okay, cool. Just wait for that to respawn. And we're in. Right, what do we got in here? Hello? We have a Fora. Is this Fora any good? It's red. Oh no, that's horrible. Actually, I'm not gonna toss it that way. Let's toss it over here somewhere. Goodbye. Alright, we got some ammo. We've got a stash. Sure, I'll take it. Let's get rid of you. Moving on. So far, anti-radiation seems to be holding up pretty well. Got a bunch of loners here. Let's take an E and have a look around, see where we need to go next. Okay, so we've explored that. We'll follow this train up. I think we'll just follow up this line here. Check along here. There are actually modelless snipers along this line, and if you get too close in certain spots, they will... I think they'll one-shot you, but it's not going to be a good time. It's pretty close to one-shotting you. It's just basically like a sniper wall. Same as an impassable wall, except they kill you. Which I think is horseshit, but that's just me. Alright. Sure, we'll grab that. We'll grab those too. Anything else back here? There's a surprising amount of loot in a lot of these train cars. These carriages. Come on. Okay, nothing up here. Moving on. Okay, hopefully I don't need this right away. Quick save, because you never know. I'm gonna have to check out some of the notes. Maybe I'll jump onto the Discord and drop a few questions, but it seems to me like, based on our experience, that anomaly is broken. Especially considering how it used to work. I'll definitely leave some feedback about that. See if I get a response. If it's in the regular Discord, I probably will get a response, as in if it's just like a Q&A inside, or a technical question inside the Discord itself, but if I drop one of the official Ask GSC questions, it's never going to get a response. Never, ever, ever. Is this a thing? It is. This is an anomaly field. Oh, look at this thing. Yuck. Oh my god, that is just a straight up toxic spill. Gross. Okay, we get up this way. Where on? Oh, this is a gas one. I remember you. Maybe. Do I want to try my luck with a grenade? He's gonna move as soon as I throw this. You watch. And then he's gonna start flinging crap at me. I actually think it's better if I just go up there and try and shoot him in the face. Carefully. Or not. We're not gonna see this guy. There he is. There's no way he's dead. Let's see if I can lob a grenade in there. You know what? Let's just head straight in there. Die. You little son of a bitch. You not so little son of a bitch. Freaking A. We are gonna quick save this. I think this is a static drop. I don't think this is a respawning artifact. Come on. Oh, fuck it. Whatever. I actually did a fair bit of damage just running through that. I'll grab that. And I'll grab that. Yep, this will be our way out. Sheesh, man. What did we pick up? Did we pick up canned food? We must have. Yep. There we go. Heal up that way. For the new folk, food heals you up a little bit. Canned food is always a pretty good bandage in a pinch. Pretty good med kit, I should say. Not a bandage. Doesn't stop bleeding. Alright, we're back towards the base, so we're pretty well relatively safe here. Not completely, but close enough. Let's explore the base now that we're here. The external. Yep, alright, cool. So we're just gonna sweep through the base and check all of these little locations out here. See if we can find any loose loot. Yeah. Quick save again. I'm not gonna shut up about it. I'm so disappointed by that anomaly. What a pain in my rear. That means lots of editing to get rid of all of that crap from the footage too. I don't mind it when it's things like fast travel and stuff, but dead footage like that really irks me. What have we got in here? You would have thought a lot of this stuff would be looted already. Given that you've got stalkers walking all over this place. You can see there's like a massive line of stuff here. Basically, snipers would take you out if you peekaboo over the top. Not seeing anything in here. I think I racked up something like 76 deaths, which is half as many deaths just on that anomaly as for the entire run. Trying to get that thing to work. That's bad. That's really bad. Okay. Okay, I can't see anything in there, so I think we're alright. Where are you going, Belly? Buddy, buddy, buddy. Is this the main building? It is. This is the main building. No way to get in there. We've already looted the main building. What do we got around here? Is there a way to get on this roof? I mean, we've got a yellow ladder. So it looks like you could drop down from there, but I'm not seeing a way up. No. No. I think we're out of luck there. This building looks closed. At least from this side. Yep, a whole lot of empty. Theoretically, if we could get up onto these shingles, we might be able to jump in, but I'm pretty sure this is all cosmetic. Pretty sure. Toilet vodka? Niet. Someone dropped a cucumber in there. Doubt very much we'll find anything in there. I was gonna say maybe you get locked in there, but no, it looks like with the wooden beams you could potentially get out again. Is there gonna be anything here? Oh yeah, we do have a few things. Okay. Hey buddy. What's happening, guy? Of course. Of course! Random blood splatter. Unsurprisingly, nothing around the outside here. I think we looted this area, didn't we? This dude just chilling here. Yeah, pretty sure we did. Come on, L. Squirrel! Yeah, push, 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 push. Where did you go? Go, squirrel. Yep, I'll take those. Confiscating these for the cause. Alright, that's the edge of the perimeter here. We're not going to find anything else here. Let's run inside and sell off the crap that we've got. Seems like a good opportunity for all of this. Pretty sure we picked up all of the loose loot here. I don't think there's anything left, but there might have been one or two things I missed, perhaps. Sup? Right. In they all go. Look at this. So we've got 8 of those, so we can sell all of these. I usually run with 8 medkits. 8 bandages should be enough. I'm going to sell off the Vinker. I'm going to keep the side block. Not that I think I'll need quite that much, but, you know. Grenades. Usually 4 grenades. Get rid of that one. Okay, we've got some artifacts to sell here too, so let's get rid of the moonlight. Let's get rid of the fly trap. Get rid of that too. I think that's everything. Not a huge amount this time. And surprisingly, no skirmishes. Very strange. I don't know, something about going to that arch anomaly kind of makes me wonder if we rinsed something about the AI. I would have expected to see a lot more activity. Not necessarily right next to it, but I've definitely had a lot more encounters around that area. Especially near the bus stop, just outside. And we got nothing. No one spawned there at all. Very strange. Alright. I'm going to try and make up for the time that I lost with all of that. Let's go and head to the journalist stash. Head back in this direction, hey? I think what we'll do is we'll kind of loop around this area and save this until last. Because there may be some small chance that I can go back to the tornado and finally pull that bolt out. I have my doubts, but we'll check it. I could also have saved past a point that broke that anomaly, and now there's just no hope of retrieving that bolt. Don't know. No idea. We're going to check along here. We're going to check this little warehouse thing. We'll check this train. Just mark that. And we'll check all of the trains along here. I think this location here... I'll just check around. Yeah, I think that's this location here. There's a tower. I think that's the tower right there. And there's a Anomalous sniper there. And he will basically take you out pretty damn quickly if he spots you. Do we have anything up here? Let's have a look. I mean... Haven't seen anything in here at all. Nope. Not a thing. Nothing out here. Oh, hello, we got some bodies. What are you? Yeah, alright, we'll grab that. It's not bad. That's definitely worth it. Grab you. These look like placed bodies. Yeah, they're definitely not natural spawns. Alright, we have a journalist stash right up here. It'll be inside one of these carts, I think. That one, I think you have to, yeah, it's got a lock on it, I can see. Let's have a look. Okay. Not seeing any other loose loot here, so let's have a look at what we've got here. Alright. We have a Spasiba. I'll take it. Man, that's horrible. Yep, 8k. Not bad. We've got two lots of stashes here. We've got this one, which is just a regular stash. And then we've got this one, which will be the journalist stash. Alright, we've got two flash drives here. So this is an additional flash drive that will contain a clue to a stash in Pripyat. And we've got another secret message from the journalist. So let's pop these in. And we've got a special revolver here, the model competitor. I actually like the look of this one, so I'm considering doing it up. Let's go.
Повертаюся на велику. Сподіваюся опублікувати все, що знайшов. Тільки так інформація не стане зброєю в одних руках. А ти запам'ятай, вірити не можна нікому. Навіть тим, хто називає себе твоїми союзниками.
Seems to be universal words here. Words. Oh look, scanner manual, I didn't even realize that. We've got the other journalist message, so let's do this.
Вони не випустять мене з зони. Та й нема тепер для мене безпечного місця на світі. Твоя історія – гарний приклад. За периметром вона вже зникла з усіх архівів. Може навіть і добре, що я в самому епіцентрі подій. У мене лишився ще один канал зв'язку з великою. Якщо ти, як і я, не збираєшся здаватися, зазирни у Прип'ять. От від дверей 20-21. Можеш наступити.
Okay. Let's have a look at the map. So, we've looked at that, we've looked at that. There it is there, the journalist stash. So he's saying that the code is 2021, but I think that's actually getting to the stash itself. There is a barrier, a door, before you get into the room with the stash, and that is a little more involved. A lot more involved, actually. That becomes pretty much an entire game clue hunt. And that's why I need to get a lot of this info squared away, which we will do. I'll have to do that offline, though, because it takes a while. Here comes another storm, I think. Not an emission, just a storm. Oh, we got doggos. They're upset with me, but they're also on the other side of that barrier, so there's not really much they're going to be able to do. We need to plan where we're going next. Let's have a look. We've got a Stalker drop up here. Before that, we've got this. We've got these trains here. We can continue up there, and we've got these locations. And then we've got what looks like another little town down here by the lakeside. I think... Is there anything up here? As we start to head across to this area here, we start to get blitzed with radiation again, so I'm not really sure if it's worth checking that out. We'll see how far we can make it. I think there's like an underpass that you can get to. Maybe I'll mark that and that. But there are certain sections here which are completely blocked off. There's just no way past. I think this is one of them. Across this bridge. Let's head to this location next. Actually, it looks like we've got something down there. Maybe we'll just head across here. Just make sure we're not missing anything. Alright, we do have this excavator. Ooh. You can hear him on the other side. I'm surprised that the modless snipe hasn't taken them out. They'd have to be pretty close. Yeah, we got another dead body here. Not bad. I'll take that. Mr. Diesel. Mr. Monolith Diesel. We've got a trail of bodies leading up in this direction by the look of things. Alright, I think... Yeah, there it is. I think you can just hear him. I can. You guys might have a harder time, but he's just over here. There he is. Right there, basically. It's around about here where you'll start getting potential monolith spawns. Okay, we got another body up there. You need to be careful here, because if you poke your head out, he will shoot you. Okay, nice. We'll take those. Doggies trying their best. Stash. There we go. Oh god. Whew. That's why you want to keep your head down. Where is this tower? Yeah, I mean, there is a gap through here. But this is all effectively blocked off, and he will just shoot you. Sounds like one of the dogs is getting a few hits in. We're gonna head back this way. Hopefully not get shot. What do we got in here? Got anything? Yeah, it's... Alright then. Guess it is what it is. And that would be an abandoned car. Let's head up here. This is back where we came from. I think he's going to be an enemy. Let's head up this way. Just try and get away from this sniper. Do we actually... No, that's closed. This one we can potentially get into. Maybe. Yep, we can get into this one. Not sure if he's going to shoot us in here, though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he probably can. He's going to be up there. I cannot even see him. I think that's him there. It's really hard to tell, though. As soon as we light up, though, he's gonna know that we're here. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer. Maybe that's not him. Yeah, right, maybe it's not. I don't know, did the dogs actually get him? I'm not seeing a body. Oh, there's a backpack there. Yoink. How odd. I'll take that. And that. Got anything else here? That definitely looks like him. Looks like his arm. Right there. And that's about as good a shot as it looks like we get on this guy. It's not... Yeah, there's not really anything better. I mean, we could pop out here, but there's not really much point. Although that door does look like it opens. Looks like one of those openable doors. It's probably locked. Just not sure if this guy's supposed to be scripted to kill us or not. Oh, here we go. What do we got here? Bandage. Let's just cruise back this way. Maybe we get lucky. Maybe we spot something else. Any more loot? Doesn't look like. Okay. Gonna swap that back in. I have no idea who they're firing at. Who have we got here? Who are these people? Is this Judy? Looks like. We're going to end the episode here, folks. I think this has been more than enough. Unfortunately, trying to get that bolt really pushed the episode back a little bit in time, so I'm hoping this is about the 2-hour mark. We got a bit of Yaniv explored, but we still got way more to go. Come on, map, M, there we go. And we'll take it all in, we'll have a look. We'll even try and go back to the tornado and see if we can retrieve that bolt, but I'm not going to worry about that until a bit later, maybe until after we've done this section here, because this is the one that really concerns me. That's not a lot of fun, getting in and out of there. But that's a problem for future Blondie. Until then, good hunting, Stalker.